Hello guys, welcome back to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. We just got done talking about the top 10 WNBA rookies that I ranked, and now we're going to be talking about some NWSL updates. In this segment, we're going to recap the recent NWSL games, including some big historic news that happened at one of the games. Okay, so let's begin. Let's just get right ahead into it. Okay, so on June 7th, the Racing Louisville beat the Houston Dash 2-0 for a second straight win at the Lynn Family Stadium. In the 62nd minute, Savannah Day Mello got the scoring started with a goal off the rebound. Park and Goins then scored the insurance goal for Racing in the 85th minute off an assist from Day Mello. The win puts Racing at 3 wins, 6 draws, and 2 losses, and will next host Gotham FC on June 15th, which is going to be a really interesting game. The Racing Louisville is having a better season right now than they have had in the past, I think. At least they're stepping up their game in this season for sure, it feels like. Also on June 7th was the San Diego Wave v. Orlando Pride game. And this was an unfortunate game for the Pride. The final score was 1-1, and this was the Pride's first draw of the season. For this game, they had a huge winning streak, making them the top team in the league. Shockingly, the Wave had not their first draw in a while. There we go. In a while in the league. Shockingly, though, the Wave had more offensive opportunities the game with 19 shots in total, while the Pride only got 9 shots. Julie Dole scored the goal for the Pride, and Mackenzie Donanick scored for the Pride. This was one of the 2 games that Barbara Banda did not score. The Wave had a really good game, and now they're definitely more in the running for getting that first place spot in the league. I mean, they're not as up there, I guess. I still think the Pride is a better all-around team, but they're definitely more competition looking at them now. Moving on to June 8th, Gotham FC v. Angel City. Gotham star forward Rose Lavelle capped off a building attack and provided the game-winning goal for their 2-1 win at the Red Bull Arena. Lavelle combined expertly with Delaney Sheehan on the right side of Angel City's box, and after a give-and-go between the two, Lavelle fired a left-footed shot past DG Harasik in the 62nd minute. It came not long after goalie Anne Katrine Berger conceded a soft equalizer, beaten by an awkward deflection from Sydney Laurel from following a cross into the box from Caris Le Benhan in the 51st minute. Gotham's other new star, Crystal Dunn, finally made her mark and opened the scoring in the first half. Yazim Ryan collected the ball on the left flank on the counterattack and did well to dribble past Madison Curry before playing an exquisite through ball to Dunn just in front of Angel City's box. Dunn shifted the ball to her favored right foot before firing past Harasik to give Gotham a 1-0 lead in the 26th minute. Dunn had come off the bench the previous 3 games, but she returned from the NWSL international break with a chance from Armaros to start on the right side of their attack, and she rewarded the decision, scoring her first goal and delivering her first goal contribution of the season and with her new team. Gotham is now unbeaten in their last 7 matches, so they're looking pretty strong right now. Also on Saturday was the Utah Royals v. Washington Spirit game with a final score of 0-1. Goalkeeper Mandy Hott was a standout player for the Royals, holding the team to just 1 goal after 6 saves. Kate McGuire-Weisner scored the goal for the Washington Spirit, and this is the Royals' 6th consecutive loss. They are not looking too hot right now. There were 2 other games on Saturday. The Chicago Red Stars lost to the Bay FC 2-1. This was the game where some historical moments came down. This was the first time in 80 years the Wrigley Field hosted a professional women's game, and this was the first ever NWSL game held at the field. The soccer match broke the NWSL attendance record, drawing in 35,038 soccer fans. The city is used to seeing a ton of energy across Wrigleyville on Saturday afternoons, but this week it was the Red Stars who brought that atmosphere. The Red Stars have played most of their home matches at SeatGeek Stadium in Bridgeville, so the atmosphere at Wrigley was special. The club hosted a family fan fest at Gallagher Way outside of Wrigley Field starting at 10 a.m. The fan fest was free and open to the public with an array of activities, giveaways, food, drinks, and a live DJ. Back to the actual game, though. Penelope Hawkins scored for the Red Stars, which was scored in the final minutes, and Kiki Pickett and Joelle Anderson scored for the Bay FC. The last Saturday game was the Portland Thorns v. North Carolina Courage, and this game ended in a win for the Portland Thorns 1-0. Thanks to the second half PK goal from Sophia Smith and a shutout performance from Shelby Hogan and the team's defense in front of 21,025 fans at Providence Park. Throughout much of the first half, the two teams battled in the trenches in the midfield, alternating possession, with both sides struggling to find clear opportunities in front of the goal. North Carolina had arguably the best opportunity in the 42nd minute, but a joint effort from goalkeeper Shelby Hogan and defender Marie Mueller stopped Ashley Sanchez's shot. In first half stoppage time, forward Sophia Smith looked to have the Thorns' best chance to goal, rocketing off a one-touch shot, but North Carolina's Cassie Murphy was able to punch it away, leaving the match scoreless heading into the halftime break. Defender Becky Sarbrun made history in the 57th minute, becoming the 8th player in the NWSL history and the first member of the Portland Thorns to play 15,000 regular season minutes. Super impressive and insane that she played that many minutes. The second half proved to be a physical clash with consistent start-stops, making it difficult for either team to really find any rhythm. Midfielder Olivia Moultrie looked to try her hand at goal in the 61st minute, weaving through several courage defenders inside the penalty box, but her shot missed just wide of the near post. In the 79th minute, the Thorns finally broke the stalemate after video assisted review awarded Portland a penalty kick for a foul on Haina Sagita inside the 18-yard box. Smith stepped up to the spot and confidently slotted her kick into the back of the net, marking her 9th goal of the season. The foul on Sagita served as Ryan Williams' second yellow of the match, leaving North Carolina with 10 players for the remainder of the game. So it was pretty rough for them to only have 10 players at the end of the game. The last game to talk about was the game yesterday, the KC Current v Seattle Reign. This was a high-scoring game, so if you love to see a lot of goals being scored in soccer matches, I recommend watching this game in particular. The score ended in a 5-2 win for the KC Current. Team Chewinga, Louis Blabonta, Vanessa De Bernardo, and Lauren scored the goals for the KC Current, with Chewinga scoring twice. And then Jordan Hutima scored for the Seattle Reign, but the goal was unable to keep the team in the game, really. So now let's look at the standings, because with these recent games, a lot of changes happen in the standings a bit, with Pride's tie and a bunch of teams have consecutive wins and some with consecutive losses, unfortunately. The Kansas City Current is now in first, which, okay, it doesn't shock me, okay, but it does make me a little sad for the Orlando Pride to see that. They're now in first with 8 wins, 0 losses, and 4 draws, and the Orlando Pride is in second with the exact same stats, pretty much. In third was the Washington Spirit with 9 wins, 3 losses, and 0 draws. Portland Thorns is in fourth with 7 wins, 4 losses and 1 draw. Gotham FC is in fifth at 6 wins, 2 losses, and 3 draws. Chicago Red Stars is in sixth with 5 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw. And seventh is the Racing Louisville with 3 wins, 2 losses, and 6 draws. The North Carolina Courage is not looking too hot, still sitting at 8th place with 5 wins and 7 losses. 9th is the San Diego Wave with 3 wins, 4 losses, and 4 draws. And 10th is the Bay FC with 4 wins and 8 losses. And then in 11th is the Houston Dash with 3 wins, 6 losses, and 3 draws. Angel City FC is at 12th with 3 wins, 6 losses, and 2 draws. Second to last at 13th is the Seattle Reign with 2 wins, 9 losses, and 1 draw. And finally at 14th is the Utah Royals, which has been their spot for the entire season so far. They are really not looking too hot with 1 win, 10 losses, and 1 draw. I'm very sad for them because I want to see them get a comeback maybe. I don't know if that will happen though. They're just not looking too hot right now, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. Their next game coming up soon, so we'll see after that. Okay, we're now going to move on to our next segment where we're going to talk about the NCAA D1 Outdoor Track and Field Championships. Before we get into that, we're going to be taking a very short break, so I will see you guys very soon.